Welcome to our deep dive into one of the most intuitive yet powerful tools in machine learning, the decision tree. For tech professionals, think of this as a structured flowchart that uses a branching methodology to model decisions and their possible consequences. Unlike black box models, decision trees provide a clear roadmap of how an AI arrives at a conclusion. Today, we'll explore how they turn raw data into a sequence of logical if-then statements to solve complex classification and regression tasks. By the end of this session, you'll understand why this foundational algorithm remains a cornerstone of modern data science and business intelligence.
To understand the process, we have to look at the anatomy. A decision tree is essentially an upside-down tree. It starts at the top with a root node, which represents the entire population or dataset. As we move down, we encounter internal nodes, which are the decision points based on specific features. Finally, we reach the leaf nodes, the terminal points that represent the final outcome or class label. There are no further splits after a leaf node. Understanding this hierarchy is crucial for debugging model behavior and ensuring that the feature selection at each node is optimized for the best possible prediction.
The process of dividing a node into two or more subnodes is called splitting. But how does the algorithm choose which feature to split on? It looks for the feature that best separates the data into distinct groups. In most implementations, we use binary splits, meaning each node divides into exactly two branches. This branching logic continues until the algorithm reaches a predefined stopping point or achieves maximum purity in the leaves. Effective feature selection during the splitting phase is what differentiates a high-performing model from one that fails to generalize to new, unseen data.
In the world of information theory, we use entropy to measure the impurity or randomness in a dataset. A high entropy means the data is mixed, while an entropy of 0 means it is perfectly pure. Decision trees aim to reduce entropy through splits. Information gain is the metric that tells us how much entropy was removed after a split. The algorithm calculates information gain for every possible feature and chooses the one that provides the highest value. By maximizing Shannon entropy reduction, a tree ensures that each step brings it closer to a definitive and accurate classification.
While information gain is popular, many algorithms like CART, classification and regression trees, use Gini impurity. This metric measures the probability of a randomly chosen element being incorrectly labeled if it was randomly labeled according to the distribution in the subset. A Gini score of 0 represents perfect purity, meaning all elements belong to a single class. The algorithm seeks to minimize this risk of misclassification. Most modern software implementations, including scikit-learn, default to Gini impurity because it is computationally efficient, requiring fewer logarithmic calculations than entropy-based methods. The construction of a decision tree follows a top-down induction approach. It's a greedy algorithm, meaning it makes the best possible split at the current moment without looking ahead to see if a different split would be better later. This recursive partitioning continues until a stopping criterion is met, such as reaching a maximum tree depth, having too few samples to split further, or achieving a perfectly pure leaf. This iterative process allows the model to capture complex, non-linear relationships within the data that simple linear models might miss entirely. One major weakness of decision trees is their tendency to overfit. They can become so complex that they memorize the noise in the training data rather than learning the general pattern. To prevent this, we use pruning. Pre-pruning involves setting constraints, like max depth or min sample split, before training begins. Post-pruning involves letting the tree grow to its full extent and then removing branches that provide little predictive power. By simplifying the tree, we improve its ability to generalize to new datasets, making the model more robust and reliable for real-world applications. Why do decision trees remain so popular in the age of deep learning? First, high interpretability. You can literally print the tree and explain the logic to a non-technical stakeholder. Second, they handle non-linear data effortlessly. Unlike many algorithms, they don't require data normalization or scaling, and they can handle both numerical and categorical data simultaneously. This versatility makes them an excellent first-look model for any data science project. They provide a quick baseline of performance while offering insights into which features are the most significant drivers of your target variable. No model is perfect. Decision trees are known for being unstable. A small change in the data can result in a completely different tree structure. This high variance is why individual trees are rarely used for critical production systems. They also tend to be biased toward features with more levels or categories, which can skew the information gain. Furthermore, they struggle with data sets where the classes are highly imbalanced, unless specific weights are applied. Recognizing these limitations is the first step toward building more complex architectures that mitigate these risks through ensemble methods. To overcome the limitations of a single tree, we move into the world of ensemble learning. By combining dozens or even thousands of trees, we create models like random forests, which use bagging, or gradient-boosted trees like XGBoost and LightGBM, which use boosting. These ensembles are currently the state-of-the-art for tabular data, consistently winning Kaggle competitions and powering recommendation engines worldwide. By understanding the humble decision tree, you've mastered the building block for the most powerful predictive models in the tech industry today. The journey from a single split to a forest is where true AI power lies.